Hi guys, happy Thursday. It's getting closer to Friday. I hate Friday, I hate the weekends, oh my god. So, yeah, still waking up very early. And we got a lot of snow. And it's gorgeous. I love it, it matches my hair. So, alright, you guys were awesome yesterday in the live chat. Thank you for just being amazing, and I love it when you guys come in with questions and you get answers, and it's just amazing. So, alright, I don't know what part this is of traditional witchcraft, but we're going to go right into the fivefold kiss. So I don't know how much the fivefold kiss is actually traditional witchcraft, so we'll just see how it goes. Alright, so the fivefold kiss is a ritual kissing of the 5 body parts, done in a certain rite, in certain rites and ceremonies, such as hand fasting, and in some traditions of contemporary witchcraft. Alright, so I don't know. Alright, so it is done within a magic circle and is symbolic of the homage paid by the god and the goddess to each other. So, alright, the fivefold kiss can be done man to woman or woman to man. No, man to man. The kisses may be given on the parts of the body which, with arms and legs outstretched, correspond to the points of the pentagram. Head, arms, or hands, legs, or feet. Or 8 kisses may be given in 5 body points, each on each foot, on each knee, above the pubic hair, on each breast, on the lips. So then each kiss is accompanied by a blessing, such as the following. This is actually really cool. I mean, this is like very fitting for Lupercalia. So, and then, blessed be thy feet that have brought thee in these ways. Blessed be thy knees that shall kneel at the sacred altar. Blessed be thy womb or phallus, without which we should not be. Yeah. So, blessed be thy breasts, formed in beauty, strength. Blessed be thy lips that shall utter sacred names. So I don't know how much that's actually traditional witchcraft. Why am I blurry? So it should, I mean, you can adapt it, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, I like that, the fivefold kiss. I mean, I think that's really cool. I've done it a few times in Astral, a long time ago with somebody that I was with, and it was pretty interesting. So, we have the fivefold kiss, and then we have, we have the rites of passage. So, I really like the rites of passage. So, I mean, there's literally all kinds of things. So the contemporary pagan and witchcraft communities create their own rituals for life's important transitions: birth, death, marriage, divorce, coming of age, and entering elderhood, which is really nice in traditional witchcraft because we get to actually, we have the room for the creativity, so it's really, really good. So that this can be very much adapted. So, a rich variety of prayers, songs, chants, meditations, rituals, poetry, and other creative works is in continual evolutions as pagans draw on different traditions and heritages to meet their own spiritual needs. So these rites affirm the sacred wheel of birth, death, rebirth, the sacredness of the body, the human connection to nature, and oneness with the divine, expressed by the various aspects of the goddess and god. So these rites, these are rites that honor the newly and ancestral dead, and for animals. Everybody that's wondering about animals, here we go. Of particular importance are rites of puberty and aging, 2 stages of life largely ignored in Western society and mainstream religion, obviously. So, puberty rites for both boys and girls are conducted. For elders, there are croning rituals for women and saging rituals for men. Sagging? Or saging, I'm not sure what that is. I'm pretty sure it's saging, maybe. So, equally important are rites for dying, which address the spiritual needs to accept death as the part of the cycle of life, rather than to deny it. A very big Easter egg right here. In the very, very last episode of Sabrina, Part 3, she sees her aunt, Zelda, dying as an old crone. There was a coven of witches around her, and it was a rite of passage into her she can rest, she could go to her, her dimension, wherever she's gonna go. So, it was really interesting. That was really interesting. It was so sad too. It was really, really sad. But I just thought that was, a big connection right here. So, and Sabrina actually had to go to her Aunt Zelda and say, it's okay. You can rest now. I'm here. You can go in peace. Your work here is finished, and you don't have anything to be afraid of. So it was really, really touching. It's actually really, really touching. I actually cried last night, just literally sitting here, just kind of stoned. Really stoned. And just like, oh my god, I just bawled, literally bawled. I was like, no. So, but yeah, that really connects with that. So if you guys have seen that, so yeah, you'll understand that though. So death is celebrated as rebirth, not only on a spiritual plane, but as preparation for return to earth in another life. So marriage rites in contemporary paganism and witchcraft are called hand fastings. So pledged to last as long as does love. In some traditions, the couple jumps over a broomstick for good luck. Divorce rites, another transition largely ignored from a ceremonial standpoint in Western society, are called hand partings. Alright, now we have the part of the Wicca thing. Wiccaning and paganing are child blessing rites, similar to a christening. A dark baptism. That's funny. So, in which an infant is presented to the elements and god or goddess and ritually blessed. So, in contemporary witchcraft traditions, the child may be given a secret craft name, which is used until the child is old enough to select his or her own name, if so desired. Another Easter egg back to part 1, episode 1, episode 1 of Sabrina. It's funny. It's so much lore. I mean, there's so much actual, ritual and lore within. But I mean, Roberto, had to make it. It's fiction. So, but there's so many Easter eggs popping up here. So, Wiccaning and paganing do not commit a child to a particular spiritual path. The child is free to choose his or her own path when the appropriate time comes. So that's pretty interesting. I mean, I like that, the idea of the free, the free will and everything. But then again, she didn't have the free will when it was all said and done, approaching the altar, so. Alright, so. Now we have another one, which is very interesting. I mean, really, really interesting. And it is the Great Rite. So, everything is leading to Lupercalia. All of these little coincidences, synchronicities, not coincidences. Alright, so the Great Rite is in contemporary witchcraft, a powerful magical rite of sexual intercourse that pays homage to the male and female polarity that exists in all things in the universe. So, the Great Rite expresses the physical, mental, spiritual, and astral union between man and woman, and the union of the goddess and god. So, the Great Rite is the Hieros Gamos, the sacred marriage or holy matrimony, which is union with a deity or godhead. I like that. It dates to the Neolithic era. Okay, so we're getting, yes. Ancient kings required the Hieros Gamos, a union with a priestess representing the goddess in order to rule. So the Hieros Gamos was also, I think that's Latin, also was part of the ancient women's mysteries, so in which women sacrificed control of their feminine power to the goddess and were renewed by her. It was part of the mysteries of Isis and reportedly was the part of the Eleusinian mysteries. So Heka, witchcraft in Egypt. That's interesting too. So the Great Rite represents the inner marriage of the soul and spirit, ego and self. So as an initiation, it represents the gateway to individuation, or becoming whole. It also releases great power, which may be directed for magical purposes. It is one of the eightfold paths to the magical power in the craft. Okay, interesting, I like. So depending on the tradition, the Great Rite is performed within a magic circle at initiations, such as the third degree initiation in the Gardarian and Alexandrian traditions, seasonal festivals, and hand fastings. So the high priest and high priestess may perform the Great Rite together as part of initiation. The rite is done between the initiate and the high priest or priestess. It is done either in token, that is symbolically with ritual tools, such as the athame inserted into a chalice, so we can do it, you don't have to, you can do it, symbolically. Where'd I go? Or in true, as a sexual act. So done in true, the participating couple usually are intimate partners. An outer portion of the rite is done within the coven, and the sexual portion is done privately. So that's interesting. I like that. I like the idea of the merging of the ego, the soul, becoming whole. So that does make sense, and I like that it dates back a lot further. So, but we have a little snippet here. So, we have Gerald B. Gardner had the Great Rite performed with the coven watching. Gardner also favored ritual scourging as part of the rite, a practice which has fallen out of favor. He was a sex addict. True, very true. That's where Wicca comes from. So, oh wow. Further reading. So if you guys want to read about this, the Witch's Bible, the complete Witch's Bible, and then there's also this, the Wicca, the Old Religion in the New Millennium, which is Wicca is not old. Wicca is far from old. It's very new. So yeah, that's some really interesting stuff. So, but all right, guys, what do you guys plan on? Are you guys planning on it celebrating the Lupercalia? I am. By myself. I just think it'd be fun to do. I mean, especially if you have a partner. I mean, I think that would be great to really literally go out and reenact that. I mean, I think that would be great. Like, they reenact the Wild Hunt, all of it, and it's just really cool. So, but alright, guys. Do you guys know anything about dreams? So I had a dream that my Ouija board was missing. No clue where it went. So, yeah, that's it. That's totally it. So, but alright, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and I love you all the way from Venus, all the way back down. Alright, so I will see you all tomorrow, and thank you guys for watching and just being amazing people, and I love you all.